blowhard, fascist and Voldemort. Those are just some of the insults that were flying in the latest debate for Republicans vying to be their party's presidential candidate in 2024. Our Sky News Washington correspondent Annelise Nielson joins us now to wrap up the fiery debate. Annelise, the gloves are certainly coming off.
Look, this is the last debate for these Republican candidates for the year, and next month everything kicks off. We have the Iowa caucuses, we have the Republican caucuses after that, and what we are going to see is a lot of this. So it seems like all the candidates have really made this their time to put the boot in, and it's all been directed at Nikki Haley. Now, she's been rising in the polls up until this point. She's been gaining the momentum, and she's been gaining some high-profile donors, some of them coming away from Ron DeSantis, and this is where this is going to be interesting, because Ron DeSantis was the one who was supposed to be taking over the leadership after Donald Trump, but he's still looming large, even though he declined to attend this debate yet again. But here's a bit of a sampling of what Nikki Haley's had thrown at her at this debate.
How are you going to be able to stand up for anything? That is the truth. We have it on video.
That math does not add up. It adds up to the fact that you are corrupt. The only person more fascist than the Biden regime now is Nikki Haley.
And I love all the attention, fellas. Thank you for that.
There was one particular exchange between Chris Christie and Vivek Ramaswamy. Now, this was quite heated, and it's probably one of the most confrontational bits of any of the Republican debates to this point, and it was when Chris Christie was defending Nikki Haley.
This is the fourth debate that you would be voted in the first 20 minutes as the most obnoxious blowhard in America. So shut up for a little while. He has insulted Nikki Haley's basic intelligence. Not her positions, her basic intelligence. She doesn't know regions. She wouldn't be able to find something on a map that his 3-year-old could find. Look, if you want to disagree on issues, that's fine. And Nikki and I disagree on some issues. But I'll tell you this, I've known her for 12 years, which is longer than he's even started to vote in a Republican primary.
Chris Christie also was probably the only one really taking on Donald Trump on the stage. The other candidates were making their points. We heard Ron DeSantis saying that he thinks he would have handled the pandemic better and going after Donald Trump's age. We had Nikki Haley saying that the only thing that Donald Trump achieved economically was improving on America's position in trade with China. But it was Chris Christie who pretty much led the way in bringing it back to Donald Trump time and again.
He's the one who, as you just put it, is way ahead in the polls. And yet I've got these three guys who are all seemingly to compete with, Voldemort, he who shall not be named. They don't want to talk about it. The fact is that when you go and you say the truth about somebody who is a dictator, a bully, who has taken shots at everybody, whether they've given him great service or not over time, who dares to disagree with him, then I understand why these three are timid to say anything about it.
So look, Ash, we're heading into the Christmas season now. Next up for these races, it'll be Iowa first and then New Hampshire. Now, Iowa is really important because this is the first in the nation, but it is a very not representative state in a lot of ways. It's very white, it's very rural, and it's still very beholden to Donald Trump. So this is almost assumed that he'll get that race. If he doesn't, then it's absolutely game on.
Another wild ride in American politics. Annelise Nielson, thank you.